it's not. Oh Jesus! I realise that we're going to be up. It's nice. It's nice to see you all. I mean it. I always knew. I always knew my dad was a popular bloke. And here you all are. All family and friends. How nice. Listen, it fills me right up to know that you all thought that my dad sorted the earth as top drawer. I mean, look at you. Look at you. It's not about who knew him. It's about who didn't know him more like. Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot to love about my dad, the old bastard. Oh, put your face back in, Carly. There's my sister, the first part. I only said bastard. It is a word. It is in the dictionary. Look it up. Where was I? Oh no. My dad. Yeah, the proper. Oh, okay, right. So let me give you an example. Right, when I was a kid, yeah, he'd come when he'd take me to the footy, he would cover my ears like this whenever the other blokes would shout black this, black that, all the colour players. Now, he could stop me from hearing, but he couldn't stop me from seeing all the bananas being and flowing on the pitch. What was that? My dad would say, where's the sense in it? All the way home, he'd go on about that all the way home after every game, all right? Time and place, he'd say time and place. And when he got to the point, even when it stopped happening yet, we're not as regular, he'd go on about it, and got to the point when I got older, I thought, well, if you hated it so much, why don't you tell your mates to stop, let alone cover me bleeding ears? Sit down, Carly! What's the matter with you? You made me miss my train of thought now. Or is it chain? I don't know. Oh, no. No, my point is that my dad loved his footy. He loved it. He lived for the weekends. He lived for the Orient. He lived for the World Cup, for the Euros and all that because we still have hope, don't we? Because we're English. Yeah, because we invented the game. Because he invented it. It's ours. It belongs to us and all that crap. And like dogs, we lick it up, don't we? I mean, we lick it clean, mate. But let's face it. Yeah? Let's face some facts. We're shit. We're shit. At everything. Now, they used to look at me like that because they're dad's words. Yeah, they're not mine. He would say, England now is nothing but an island of shit, crawling itself up the arses of the likes of bloody Boris, fucking Farage, Conrad Corbyn. Don't even get me started on that orange cunt in the White House. Oh, sorry, did I say a bad word? What, orange? He'd say, well, the rest of us, he said, the rest of us, we're nothing but flakes of shit, desperately trying to hang on. And there's no use in looking at me like that, Carly, because they're dad's words. It's when he was pissed. That was when the truth come out, and you know it. Actually, do you want to know what my dad thought about all of yous? Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind. Yeah. Okay. He hated you. He hated you. Every single last one here. I mean, take Carly there. Take my little sister. Carly, it killed him seeing you living off benefits for the rest of your life, bleeding this country dry, dropping your knickers at the first sign of a bit of black cock. Dad's words, Carly. Oh, you listen. Oh, there's a new bloke, Andy, right? That's the first white bloke she's ever dated, right? And he goes on about, he blames the foreigners for everything, right? And he goes on about foreign players ruining the English game. Ruining it, Andy. The only reason the foreign players come over in the first place is because we're so shit. We've been shit since 66. Who do you think built your house? 14 hours a day minimum wage. English, do me a fucking favour. Maybe if the English players weren't so up themselves, picking up their fat paychecks at the end of the week, they could learn something from the foreign players about to pass the ball as well as keep it, maintain midfield, be creative, fucking press. But listen, don't put a wobbly now, sis, yeah? Because this is dad's drunk, yeah? It's not old as Delroy. All right, Del? All right, Del? Delroy's my best mate. Ain't it, Del? Yeah, Delroy's my best mate, and he's... Delroy's parents come over from Jamaica and Delroy voted Brexit. Can you fucking believe that? He's a fucking leaver. He is, Delroy. Delroy, Jesus H, mate. Del, when they talk about a curb on immigration, who do you think they're talking about, mate? Del, listen, mate, look, I love you like a brother. You know that. I mean, you fighting it, but you may sound like us, yeah? You may act like us, but you will never be one of us. Deep down, you know it. I mean, you have to, mate, because this is England we're talking about. Like all the banana throwing on the pitch, that's not as regular, yeah, but the anger's still there, mate. It's making a comeback. It's coming out in droves, but maybe you choose not to see it. I don't know. No, Dale, where you going, Dale? It's Dad. This is Dad's words. That's not mine. Maybe it's fucking not. Maybe it's not. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, I'll start as a mean. I suppose there's my other sister. There's my other sister, Carly. Lisa. And my other sister, Lisa, and they're ever so patronising, it hurts. Fuck, liberal lefty uni mates who think they know us. They think they're down with us, but actually they care less about us than the bleeding Tories. They're fucking liberals who think that a Cockney accent's verbal suicide, who think that a council flat is destitution, and whose biggest marker of success is how far away they can live from us. But do you want to know who else Dad hated? This is going to make you laugh, actually. You want to know who else he hated? He hated himself. He fucking hated him, didn't he? Because he was always upset, wasn't he, Carly? He was always upset. He was always complaining, wasn't he, Lisa? You never got up off your arse and march for anything or anyone. You can fucking cover me ears on the terraces, but you never told your mates to stop. But I'm no better. I am no better because my dad hated me. He fucking hated me because I am gutless. I'm gutless. Because I'd rather have 10 pints than stand for something. And my dad, he wanted me to. He wanted me to stand for something. He wanted me to be better than him, but how, mate? How was I supposed to do that, eh? They don't care about us. They don't care about the likes of us. They don't want to know what we say. They want to know what we do. And so we fight. We fight because that is the only thing we're good at. Fucking smashing things up. People's fucking claret everywhere. When it comes to that, blaming everyone else who's not fucking English for our problems. When it comes to that, we are fucking world champions in Carly. Carly. These are my words now, yeah? These are my words. These are your fucking brother talking. You listening to me? But don't worry. Don't fret, because come tomorrow, I won't remember a thing about this. None of us will. Because I am just another stupid, drunk Englishman. Who gives a fuck about what the likes of him thinks? So in that case, we might as well have a rack. It's the English thing to do, innit? Well, come on then. Let's have it.
Hi, so what you've just seen there is a clip from Death of England where Michael talks about his best friend, Delroy.
When Michael rounds on Delroy, and in fact the whole family, when he says, you may look like us, you may sound like us, but you will never be one of us. When Clint and I were writing, obviously something like that would have haunted a character like Delroy, but it also haunted me as well. I've experienced moments in my life where people have said something, words to that effect to me several times over my life, and I know how much it's haunted me, and I know how much it's shaped me, helped to shape me, I should say, as a black man living in this country that I was born in. So that really, really resonated with me. So when we got the idea to write it, for me, it was all centered around about what Michael said to Delroy. That for me was a starting point.
The last 6 months has only illuminated what I've felt always. It's been an exercise in recognising that the things we wanted to talk about in plays and in theatre and on film were the black experience, and it's a wonderful thing that people now are recognising that our voices were on the right side of where we should be thinking.
Mm. It reaffirms just the tragic things, the tragic event of the George Floyd death in May. What we were writing was relevant still, sadly. Was still relevant, so it's it just told us that we were on the right path.
One of the great things I think about Death of England, Delroy, even though it is a sequel, it really holds its own as a standalone piece. You don't have to have seen the first one to enjoy the second, and we hope one day that the first one will come back into the world so everyone has a chance to see both.
See both, yes. We look forward to welcoming you back in the National Theatre very soon.